This is the Transparency Podcast Show.
So let's dive into our topic today. So overview, we're gonna talk about foundation. We need to learn the basics, and then we're gonna go into pre-production. That means prep work. A lot of work you need to do before you really start doing the production, which is the next topic. And after you create your profile, productions, and the next one is posting, because without posting, then no one gonna see it. And then I'm gonna provide a download PDF for anyone who's interested to start um, putting all this information into actions. So it's gonna be a free 30-day challenge download. Last but not least, I'm offering a free Zoom session, 15 minutes. And if you want to know more or want to find out more, or even you have questions in today's presentations, we can go over in this 15 minutes of Zoom call. And I will have a calendar for you guys to schedule the time that suits you. So, what's social media? Social media is a media that we make connections and engage and have communities. I'm sure many of you already have Facebook. Facebook is actually is the social media platform that opens this whole social media door. Um, so without interaction, without any engagement, basically it's just like a back, old days, old school. It's just like a radio, TV shows, or even newsletter, newspaper and magazine prints. You don't you The audience aren't able to respond to what they read, what they see. So social media change this dynamic of connection with people. Social media um, start actually back in the early 2000, when I'm sure some of you heard about Friendster or even MySpace. Um, so when those two are on the platforms, Facebook that time was only offering the platform to college students, and then they slowly open up to mainstream. So in the beginning stage, Facebook is only for friends, family, but business people, they are smart, and they slowly involve and put business onto those platforms to find leads, generate leads, or even connect with their current clients or customers to have engage or even show new products, promotions. Or for my case, I'm in real estate. So if I have new listings or new reviews, all those are very good for on those social media platforms. So just like I mentioned, social media without interaction is just a social. It won't be a social media. It'll be just socially. So creating interaction is very important. Like you want to post something that you make people have emotion and want to comments or make likes, loves. Um, so you can engage with people. Otherwise, it will be just a billboard advertising, right? Um, so me personally, I kind of blend into my personal life and professional life on the posts. Many many people will probably say, "Oh, what about my privacy?" Actually, if you really look at or follow any of the influencers, many times you don't even know who their children looks like or who their spouse look like. You only see their faces. So you do have the control of what you share and what you don't want to share. So on the professional side, usually we put this 80% we put fun stuff, personal stuff, and about 20% we put it more like a business contents. So that way you will show your authenticity, your personality, and your audience will most likely relate. Because from let's say for example for our trans community, in the beginning I host a lot of events and I do movies, and the way I put myself out there, and that's how I able to meet a lot of friends that's in this community. So finding your own niche and target audience is very important in the beginning. So you want to show your personality, and so people who can relate to you will find you and will be friends with you online. Okay, foundations. As mentioned, if you don't have any profile, I'm sure most of people already have profile these days, but there's a difference between personal profile and business page, especially on Facebook. If we focus on Facebook, Facebook allows you to create a business page and a personal page. Personal page, you can set your private setting for friends only to view, and for business page, you can it's basically a public page. So that's why I say you do have a control of what you share and where to share, and you don't, some people worry about privacy concerns, and that's why it's better for you to have a business page and personal page. Myself, I do both, and I actually also share business contents on the friends and family personal page, because if you run a business, when we do promotions, or if you want to sell something, your friends and family most likely will be your first customer or first clients, other than cold calls or strangers. Yeah. And when you create profile, make sure you put your face, because your face is your personal brand. Because sometimes you do see people put a emoji or avatar or even pets as a profile image. But of course, the people who likes pet will like it, will probably friends with those pages. But we're here to create a brand, your brand. You might be local business, or you might be serving international or nationwide. You want to let people know who you are, or even your logo will represent a brand. Okay. Number three, building your identity online. And just like what I said before, you need to show you, not just business. Like myself, I love foodie, one of my interests. And I share a lot of foodies, a lot of maybe if I go out to eat, went out with friends, or even before my mom's cooking, I share online. And that triggers a lot of reactions and feeling, because we all love food, everybody have to eat, so that's very general content that you can create. Or if you have any, let's say, interest or hobby on certain sports or on fashions, and you can share those, and you will automatically attract people who has the same interest, like the sports fan that who support the same teams, and you will start generate conversation, because they're gonna leave comments, and then you can reply back, and then you're gonna have a trail of comments. And what that does is they're gonna let the algorithm of Facebook or any other like Instagram, any other platforms, to know, oh, this content is valuable, people like it, and people want to see more, and then automatically the social media platform will share to more audience, more people, more people to engage on that particular post. Okay, now I'm just sharing some of the statistics and some of the important or famous platforms. Facebook, like I said, Facebook is more like a great how do you say, a father of social media, because they open a door. So right now the active monthly user is 2.9 billions. It's the largest age demographic, but if as you can see, the people who's on that platform seems to be more like a boomer or my generation in the 40s, 50s. The younger, like Gen Zs, are not on Facebook. They don't use Facebook. They use Instagram and YouTube. YouTube actually is the same company as Google. So I'm sure everyone had typed on the search bar how to cook Chinese food or how to do this or where to find a mall. So when you do that search, type whatever search that you're looking for, if you do the same on YouTube, it will show you exactly what you're looking for. How to speak Japanese, how to speak Spanish. It will show you those videos. What does that mean if you turn around and look at if I own a let's say real estate business? I'm going to use a lot of example on real estate. Where can I buy where can I buy a home in Southern California? W- Or what home are selling in Long Beach, for example? Then my content, if I create the listing of my listing in Long Beach, it will pop up on the search. So that's why your business is very important to be present online because people are doing searching just like back then when we use Yellow Page. Same thing. Okay. And Instagram, as I mentioned, has a younger crowd. Gen Z has become a new consumer generations, and they are very familiar with social media because that's where they when they born. It's not like boomer or like my age. We didn't born with social media or even internet. So Gen Z are very familiar, even millennial, part of millennial are familiar with internet, social media. They don't need to learn. They just as you sometimes you see a lot of small kids under 10 already using tablet. So that's why no matter if you're what kind of business, even like I said, burger mortars, your client, your customer for Gen Z is online. They're not gonna go, drive around and find you. You have to be online for them to find you. Okay. Um, TikTok. I personally started TikTok actually during COVID. TikTok has shift their contents on their platform because in the beginning you see a lot of people just dancing on TikTok or do a lot of how do you say like lip sync. I did that myself or dance or do those pointing, you know. But like I said, the platform has business owner or entrepreneurs onto onto it right now, so you're gonna see a lot of contents, but it's a short format. So I'm gonna show you how to repurpose your content. So TikTok in the beginning is only allowed to upload 15 seconds, and then now they have option for 60 seconds, and then I believe right now you can upload to 5 minutes, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes. So they are going broader and broader, and some expert even said they are might be replaced like Google because they are kind of acting like a search engine platform as well. So if you have any questions on which platform that you should suit your business, please book on the 15-minute Zoom call. I can share more other platforms like Twitter or Pinterest, but this is the four that's the main one in today's uh, social media platforms. Okay, pre-productions. Pre-production is actually the most important part of this content creation because first of all, as I mentioned before, you need to find your niche. You need to know who you are, and who you want to target, and what you want to what value, what knowledge, what information you want to provide. Just for example, like me right now. I've been on social media for the last 10 years and I've been, I built some reputation online and I was able to use that experience on my own and integrate it into my business. And now my business is attracting or have engagement with strangers, online. So building your content idea around your niche. For example, again, for real estate. So normally we're going to see a lot of home tours. We often use phone and just go around the house and showing. So that's one way. Or we can create pictures and we can put on Instagram and or on Facebook for image purpose, or even Pinterest. So you can do that, and then you can drive some leads and drive some engagement that way. So whatever your business, like for example, restaurants, this is I'm sure many of you probably see restaurant. They will hire a very professional photographer and take pictures of the food, and usually they look very delicious. Or they also do videos, like, to when I do see, like, when the chef is cooking, and then they do a video on it as well. So there's a lot of ideas. You just have to be creative and just think outside the box. And last but not least, branding. If you already have an existing business, then I'm sure you already have the logos, you have the slogan, you probably already have the color. So all you have to do is you want to do the same, align everything from your, let's say, your brick and mortar. You want to align to the color, to the logo, to the brand online as well. So that way people will recognize, oh, this is you, not some fake accounts or some spam accounts. Okay, so next one, we're gonna go into production. Production is the fun part because you're gonna start create contents, can be both videos or images. I would suggest you and advise you to put focus on videos, because in today's social media, we already evolved to videos. Most, I would say, 80 to 90%, because image is more old school, like when first Facebook starts. So videos, there's some suggestions. You can start a podcast show for doing videos, like as I mentioned, if you go watch the Transparency podcast show, we shot it in video and we also record audio. So when I get the footage, I separate them. So I keep video and audio onto YouTube, and audio only for the podcast platforms. And for podcasts, again, you can come up with any ideas and that's related to your brand, your business, or if you're an influencer, if you want to, you know, maybe you're let's say you're Chinese and you want to influence people in Chinese, people who's in different community, then you will want to create a show or topics around that. So for myself, I'm in the trans community, so I create a trans cater to trans and LGBTQ podcast show to have our voice to be heard. And I also branch out to start doing some real estate shows, and that will be, of course, around like mortgage people, inspections, appraiser, or even local business owners. So you get the idea. And third one is go live on social media platforms. Um, Personally, I only did that a little bit, but I'm gonna work on that because going live, you will attract new followers, new clients, new customer, because when you go live, because every platform is trying to get content creators to create content on their platform so they can sell more ads. So they are fighting for consumer, which is the audience attention. So when you go on live, notification will send to everybody in your circle, in your followers. So that's a benefit for you as a business owner or a content creator. um, so when you start building your brand or personal brands, or even you want to become an influencer online, you will want to branch out to other podcast show or other influencer, and just to be on their show, or even do a webinar or Zoom with peers or something like this what I'm doing right now, because all these are contents, and this all can be repost, repurposed. So I will show you more down our sessions. So my tip for this part is schedule a day or two per week to just make contents. You have to put it in your schedule, your calendar, because everybody is busy, and sometimes we forgot or we don't even think about it, and that will not make as big impact online as it's supposed to. Okay. Okay, post productions. So once you have all the images or videos or podcasts or even infographic, whatever you create, or blogs, when you write blogs, you have to put it out there. And I know sometimes it's scary, because a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm not good. I don't look good on camera. I cannot speak on camera." It takes practice. I'm like like that before. I'm so scared of talking on do do public speaking or even talk about anything on camera because of my language barrier. But I you know break through and doing more and more and more and more, and every time I do one, I get better, and I still put it out there, because at the end of the day, eh, people don't care about your imperfection. They just want to see you, and they just want to hear what you want have to say, and a lot of time, we're just our own enemy, and we're just overthinking and don't want to do this. But it's not that hard once you try first one, second one, third one. After the third one, you will be fine. You won't be afraid anymore. Okay. Okay. Repurposing for your long form video and blogs. So I want to share some steps that I've been using these days. So blogs is more like writer. So if you say you don't know what to write, or you're not a good writer, we have a lot of different apps or tools that can help you. If you guys heard, I'm sure many of you heard of ChatGPT. Is basically you just give a command like, write a blog for me about transgender community, and we'll split out like crazy within a few seconds. So I want to say, I'm not going to go too far on the tools, on the apps. Again, we can book a session, 15 minutes free session on Zoom. And if you want to know what kind of tools are useful, many of them are actually free. So I can go over with you on Zoom. Okay, so now we go back to this repurpose. So with blog, okay, once you have a blog, of course you want to post on a website, your own website, right? So that's actually it's not really repurposed, but blog can be also put it at shared to social media once you have it on your website, right? Social media platforms. You know, if you're a business owner, I recommend you do have to add a LinkedIn, and you can share the link of your blog on LinkedIn, even on YouTube now. They have they have a place for you to post now, not just videos, but like post. And of course, Facebook and IG, you can grab the main photos and then post on IG, and then maybe just add a small paragraph and then with a link. So now your blog is not just a blog. It's social media content. It's a social media post. Okay, so that's one. And second, you can also use blog as to post it as a quote. A lot of times you see, let's say, for example, be yourself. We heard of a lot, right? And this maybe be part of your blog, and then you can just grab it and then maybe put a graphic using Canva. See, Canva is another tool, and then you can play around with it. Again, um, I can show you guys more if you book the Zoom. Okay, and then we can also create newsletter because myself, I post a blog on my real estate website, and every week I kind of um, pick like 3 or 4 blogs, and I kind of put it on newsletter and send it out to my email list. Okay, why am I doing this? Because your audience who's on social media might not be on your newsletter or vice versa, right? And why is it important to have email list? Because let's say, for example, all your followers, let's say majority of your followers on Facebook per se. Okay, for Facebook, first of all, you don't know when Facebook gonna change algorithm because they always changing. So your strategy, let's say, on Facebook might work today, but it might not work, let's say tomorrow or next month or next year. So you want to have your clients, customers, emails to continue um, to have engagement. That's why newsletter is very important because let's say TikTok is going is it has a lot of controversial right now about China. So what if one day let's say American ban TikTok, then you lost all your followers. So that's why you need to. This, I can also teach you this on Zoom. You need to build your email list so you won't, your business lifeline won't depending on one platform. Okay. And last but not least, you can actually repurpose on YouTube. Okay. Why? How? Is because whatever you have or write content on the blog, you can translate into video just by reading it or teleprompt. So it can be a short video, which is within minutes, right? So because of TikTok, all the platform right now has short videos. YouTube is called Shorts. IG and Facebook is called Reels. So all those platforms want you to post shorts and reels to compete with TikTok. So that's our benefit, our business owner benefit, content creators benefit. They will expose more of short video, real video for the consumers. Okay. Now I'm gonna share video. So now we're gonna switch to podcasts and video. Okay. So as I mentioned, when you record podcasts, you basically create video content at the same time. You don't have to do it twice or book another session for it. So which is very good. And usually podcast contents will be considered long form, meaning uh, 30 minutes plus, or some creator or some shows will be 1 hours and plus. So they upload this long form onto YouTube because YouTube actually right now is the only platform or that's popular that you can upload like 30 plus minutes to hours long, right? So YouTube. Okay, once you upload to YouTube, you can again you can share to all the social media platform. I can just give you a very few example: Facebook, Twitter, IG, LinkedIn, even Pinterest. Okay, all these platforms are you can eat. I will suggest you first round you just share the links of your YouTube video links. Okay, oops. That way you can drag have people go all into your YouTube channel and generate more followers, generate more views. Why that is important? Because YouTube all the YouTube that you generate the subscribers or even the views when you get to let's say 1,000 subscribers, and I believe it's 4,000 uh, views or hours, or I forgot. But once you hit that, you can monetize your content. That means when people watch your video, and YouTube will put other people's ad in between or in the beginning or at the towards the end, and those advertised money that YouTube generate will share with you. So your content is making income, earning income for you. So that's why, besides your whatever business you have, your restaurant, your shops, your my real estate, it's like a side business, side income that you can generate just by doing this. Okay. Okay. So podcasts, as I mentioned, you can once you post the main one, once you release the main long form episodes on YouTube on the podcast platform, you can also do clips. That means let's say you have a long form, right? Videos, and then maybe you like, oh, maybe this middle section. Let's say I'm on the post production segment right now. I can just edit out this, let's say maybe 15 minutes of the video from that long form, and then repost to whatever I just said here. Again, why? Because not everyone gonna see this long form that you post, or not everyone gonna watch the whole thing or listen to the whole thing. Okay, so when you do that, you will attract maybe a new audience, or maybe your followers or subscriber that who miss the long form. Okay, and at the same time you are generate and creating more content, and you kind of feel your algorithm, because the more you post, the more you can be found, okay, on Google or on YouTube. Okay, so I'm not done yet. So okay, so from that 15 minutes club, or from the part of any your long video, you can do a short video. Okay, short video is what I was telling you earlier, like TikTok videos, YouTube Shorts, or Instagram or IG Reels, less than a minutes, right? And again, by doing this, you're gonna attract another set of audience subscriber that's not that didn't see this, or maybe they saw it, they like it, they will watch it again. And with this, there's a lot of different way to create and look more interested. You know, I'm sure many of you seen there's caption that use, emoji that used, and also stock videos. Yeah, I know some people might not know what I'm talking about, but it's okay. Again, book the Zoom, then I'll explain more because we don't have much time, might not have enough time to explain everything, but you get the picture. So basically, you create a long form. That's your first step. You No matter if you just do video, no podcast, or both, then you take that long form and then you start narrow down, narrow down, narrow down, and that's help you attract different set of audience, different set of subscriber, and then also you're gonna add to your brand for algorithm for your people to find you. Okay. Okay. So once you do all that, there's another different level of algorithm and try to be found online is SEO and optimize your ranking, which means I'm sure you've seen a hashtag or keywords. For example, if I'm going to use real estate as an example. I mean, if I post a real estate content, my hashtag will be real estate. But do you know how many real estate hashtag there's? It's in the billions with a B. So that's a lot. That's like finding, you can people are not gonna find you. So what you can do is, let's say real estate, realtor, and then you start niche down to your local. Let's say Long Beach realtor, Long Beach real estate, realty in Long Beach, blah blah blah. Or you have restaurant, restaurants, Thai food, Chinese food, Asian food, and then Long Beach restaurant, Long Beach Chinese restaurant, Long Beach Thai food. You get the point. So that way you can really find your clients, your audience, your followers by doing that. And I was recommend outsource SEO to do all that for you because personally, I I do outsource those to those specialists because this is more like a technical side of it. It's nothing to do with your creation, your content. Okay. And next one is schedule your content posts. Why that is important because you want to stay consistency because if you just post one and then wait for 3 months, wait for 6 months to post another one, you're not gonna be found. You're just gonna I'm sorry to say, but you're just gonna waste your time. So you have to be every day, every week, it's like compact how do you say it's like building your bricks, right? So over time, you'll get bigger, 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 and then more and more and more. So you have to constantly create, create, create. Okay, put your voice, put your brands out there. And there's a lot of tools, a lot of platform you can do this automation. Even now, just let's say if you go to Facebook, you want to post something, you can say post now or set a time and date. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff technical stuff I can share with you through Zoom call. Okay. And the next one I already mentioned, start building your email list. You can plug in that onto your website when people visit your website, maybe after let's say 5 to 10 seconds, and you pop out a window say, join me our newsletter. Or you can do ads, but that's a different topic. That's gonna take that's another topic that I can share with you guys through Zoom or maybe a different sessions. Okay. And again, reply to all your comments, all your email because you need to be engaged. And some people don't don't some people don't make leave comment. They send messengers. Can be on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, and you want a response because if you don't respond what you're doing all those things in the beginning in the front, then it's you're not going to get any attractions or any results. Okay. So tips on this is outsource a social media manager. Video, if you don't know how to do video, this is all time consuming work, and virtual assistant can help you write, can help you post. I guess I mentioned I do have a marketing and virtual assistant agency. If you're interested to find out more, I can talk to you on Zoom and see what you need. Maybe we can help you. I have a team that can do this for you. And why social media manager is important because that he or she will make you stay consistency, right? post every day, every hour sometimes. Um, okay, so let's go to the next one. Okay, 30-day challenge. I have a PDF file that's give you posting ideas. And sometimes you don't know what to post. Sometimes you just don't have anything to think of or don't have anything to create. So those will help you to brainstorm you. And this is a free download. So make sure you download through the platform that you're listening to this. Okay. Okay. So of course, I would love to continue to keep in touch with you and maybe connect with you. So you can follow me on actually you can actually find me on most of the social media platform, and basically just put Shelbe Chang, my name, and the only my handle. Most of them are Shelbe Chang except IG because that somehow that has it says it's taken. It's weird. So all right. So on IG is I am Shelby. Okay. Okay, I'm sure many of you will have a lot of questions for me. So just do some recap. There's some Zoom calls. There's a PDF for you to download. There's my social media platform for you to contact me if you have any questions. Remember, the it's all free right now. 15 minutes Zoom call is free. Maybe just to answer your question, or maybe you want to learn more, like I mentioned, the apps, the tools, what I use, or even if you're interested to hire a social media manager or a video editor, so I can give you all those resources. Okay, and if you are in real estate business, then I can help you as well for real estate contents. Okay. Okay, so I want to thank you all for joining me, and I'm gonna leave you some of the videos that people I follow. You should also follow some of the people that in your your same space, your same niche, and just to see what they're doing. You don't have to copy them, but you can model them. Like, okay, they're doing this, or maybe I can twist a little bit to do it. So you're gonna always get comments, good and bad. Don't worry about the back comment because let's say the transparency podcast show, sometimes we do have some bad comments, but you know what? Those bad comments actually is helping your content to expose to more people, because what I said earlier, the more comments, the more like the platform will show more to people. So even those bad comments, negative comments, or something that's criticize you, judge you, it's okay, because at the end of the day, your video gonna get more exposed, right? So again, my name is Shelby Chang, and I look forward to connect with everyone on the 15-minute Zoom call. I know I'm going so fast today because we don't have that enough time, but I want to share more on the Zoom call. So I look forward to seeing everyone on there. Thank you.